All right, welcome back. Mic check, 1, 2. Looks good. Noise floor check. All right, well, I'm on the treadmill, so hopefully that's not too bad. Yeah, 35 I think is okay. So, now this is my sedentary time. I can take it if I want it, but I think I'm good for now. So this is another review. Let's see how fast I can get it through it. The faster, the better. Alright, so the same init program can be used to alternate between, this is telinit, T-E-L-I-N-I-T. Yes. Soon, efforts to standardize a way to distribute software packages grew. One of those was RPM Package Manager, developed by Red Hat. There we go. The jobs we have seen in the previous sections were all attached to the session of the user who invoked them. This means that if the session is terminated, the jobs are gone. However, it's possible to detach jobs from sessions and have them run even after the session is closed. This is achieved with the no hang up command. N-O-H-U-P. N-O-H-U-P. Got it. You know blank, so cat concatenates a file, C-A-T. We can get the best out of blank by combining some of its options. So the answer to this is PS, and I know that because I recognize the options. So PSA, show processes that are attached to a TTY or terminal. U, display user-oriented format. X, show processes that are not attached to a TTY or terminal. So the answer is PS. A very useful command producing a similar output to that up top is PS. Aux, BSD style. And other styles, you have a dash. In this case, BSD style does not. In this case, processes from all shells, not only the current one, are shown. And that's if you use these three switches here. So got that right. Next one. We will use blank, so that looks like an MD5 hash to me, so the answer is MD5 SUM. There we go. When it comes to process monitoring, two invaluable tools are blank and PS. While the former produces dynamic output, so that's top. TOP produces dynamic output. There we go. During system initialization, the INIT program identifies the requested run level defined by a kernel parameter or in the blank file and loads the associated scripts listed there for the given run level. Ooh, this is a good one. I think it's /etc/init dot. Ooh, this is a really good one. Ooh, this is good. You know what? I don't know. I wonder if this is a new card. So /etc/init tab. This is the one I consistently get wrong every time I see it. So display memory usage. That is, I think free, F-R-E-E, or D-H. I can't remember. DF. Let me go with DF. Okay, free was correct, so I got that wrong. All right, so these tools made it much easier to install, configure, or remove software from a system. One of those was Debian package format.deb, and then the package manager tool for Debian is apt, A-P-T. Nope, wrong. It is DPKG. Display how long the system has been running, the current number of users, and the system load average. This will be uptime, UPTIME. Grub2 can be installed using the grub-install utility. There we go. Look up the process ID based on name. Ooh, this is a good one. It's not a PS. Ooh, I like this one. I don't know. pgrep. The main command for controlling system units is blank. Command blank is used to execute all tasks regarding unit activation, deactivation, Systemd units. So it's systemctl. Got it. Send signal to process by name. Kill, K-I-L-L. Nope, a p-kill, process by name. So kill does not send it to the process. So the correct answer is p-kill, not kill. I don't know if it was correct that kill does not send signals to the process. I do know that if you want to send it to the process name and not the process number, you have to use pkill. Okay, so the configuration files associated with every unit can be found in the slash. Now these are associated with the unit, so these are, so the answer is /lib/systemd. There we go. Kill processes by name. Isn't this pkill? No, kill all. The references contained in dynamically linked programs are resolved by the dynamic linker when the program is run. The dynamic linker searches for libraries in a number of directories. These directories are specified by the library path. The library path is configured in the /etc directory, namely in the file blank, and more common nowadays in files residing in the blank.d directory. So the answer is /etc/ so this is dynamic linker, so it's going to be, interesting, ld.so.conf. Yes, /etc/ld.so.conf. Display memory usage, that one is free, free. All right, make default configuration file for grub2, or the default is, now this is the default configuration file. It's /boot/grub that, and this is grub.cfg, I believe. The file is automatically generated and manual editing. Now is it .cfg or .conf? I don't know. I actually think it's .conf, so let's go with .conf. Okay, so I was right, it's .cfg. I'm not sure what .conf is for. CFG is in boot, and then CFG is the automatic file that you shouldn't edit. You should edit this file instead in etc, and that makes sense because the system-wide configuration, that's where you modify that. This is a boot file that you shouldn't modify it there. So .cfg was right, .conf was wrong. The blank command executes a program periodically. This is the wait command. This is the watch command. WATCH. Used for calculating the SHA-512 hash value of file. So the answer is SHA-512-SUM. SHA-512-SUM. Okay, so look up process ID based on name. It's pgrep, P-G-R-E-P. All right, so most of what we can do with grep, we can also do with SED. Although not exactly the same, Screen and tmux share a series of common features. SCREEN. Once more, using the mypassword file from the previous exercises, devise a bash command that will select one individual from a main office to win a raffle contest. So the answer is cut, because then a cut command sequence to retrieve the first name, and I know that this is the cut syntax, so the answer is cut. Send signal to process by name. So you send signals by kill, K-I-L-L, and you can do it by name with p-kill. There we go. Currently, blank is the most widely used set of tools to manage system resources and services. The answer is systemd. Kill processes by name. This is kill all. Container technology is similar in some respects to a virtual machine. And blank can be migrated, so an application container can be migrated from one host to another. So indicate if the following statements, features correspond to GNU screen, tmux, or both. So we can see tmux has a different default command prefix. It's Control B. Screen doesn't have a client server model. Screen doesn't have pseudo terminals for each pane, which can be a pain because it's harder to see which terminals are open probably. And then it has all the rest of the features, except it does not. All the rest of the features tmux does as well, except killing a region does not kill its. When you kill a region, it also kills its associated windows. All right, so the answer is tmux. Configure dynamic linker runtime bindings. That is LD. Sorry, I was close. LD config. Every normal process begins with a default blank value of 0. So I'm going to go with nice value, NICE. Merge lines of files. Write lines consisting of sequentially corresponding lines from each file separated by tabs to standard output. I'm going to go with paste, P-A-S-T-E. Got it. The PRI column indicates the static priority assigned by the kernel. Note, however, that the priority value displayed by blank differs from that obtained in the previous example due to historical reasons. Properties displayed by, I'm going to say top, T-O-P. PS. Grub legacy menu entries. Okay, so this is menu.lst. The command blank can be used to change the priority of a running process. So the command is renice, R-E-N-I-C-E. The blank, this is BIOS, B-I-O-S. It is also possible to continually monitor processes currently being managed by the Linux kernel with system top, T-O-P. You often carefully research the proper usage for a command and successfully run it along with a complicated trail of options. You will often be able to recover the original command using history, H-I-S-T-O-R-Y. Streaming data through a chain of pipe commands allows for the application of compound filters based on regular expressions. Regular expressions are an important technique used not only in system administration, but also in data mining and related areas. Two commands are specially suited to manipulate files and text data using regular expressions: grep and sed, G-R-E-P. There may even be performance reasons to keep certain directories on separate partitions. You may want to keep the root directory / on a speedy SSD unit. Yes. There are two complementary programs to grep, egrep and fgrep. The program egrep, egrep, is equivalent to the command grep-e. Yep, so egrep incorporates extra features other than the basic regular expressions. For example, with egrep, it is possible to use extended regular expression features like branching. Got it right. When looking for problems during system diagnostics, it may be useful to unload specific kernels currently loaded. The command modprobe, M-O-D-P-R-O-B-E, can be used to both load and unload kernel modules. The program blank is equivalent to grep-f. The program is fgrep. So fgrep does not parse regular expressions. It is useful in simple searches where the goal is to match a literal expression. Therefore, special characters like the $ and dot will be taken literally and not by their meanings in a regular expression. A blank has many aspects of a physical computer emulated in software. So this is a virtual machine. Yep, a virtual machine will often use hard disk images that are stored as individual files and will have access to the host machine's RAM and CPU through the hypervisor software. The hypervisor separates the access to the host machine's hardware resources among the guests, thus allowing for multiple operating systems to run on a single host machine. The PRI column indicates the static priority assigned by the kernel. Note, however, that the priority value displayed by blank differs from that obtained in the previous example. Due to historical reasons, the priorities displayed by PS range from -40 to 99 by default, so that actual priority is obtained by adding 40 to it. In particular, 80 plus 40 equals 120, so PS. During system initialization, the init program, INIT, identifies the requested run level, defined by a kernel parameter or in the blank file, and loads the associated scripts listed there for the given run level. So the answer is / interesting. I think it's /etsy /init-tab. So /etsy /init-tab. I got it right. Yay, finally. Okay, so a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the tool for Debian was dpkg. dpkg. In order to control the machine, the operating system's main component, the kernel, must be loaded by a program called a kernel module. Nope, bootloader. So in order to control the machine, the operating system's main component, the kernel, must be loaded by a program called a bootloader, which itself is loaded by a pre-installed firmware such as BIOS or UEFI. The bootloader can be customized to pass parameters to the kernel, such as which partition contains the root file system, or in which mode the operating system should execute. Once loaded, the kernel continues the boot process, identifying and configuring the hardware. Lastly, the kernel calls the utility responsible for starting and managing the system's services. Bootloader. I got it wrong. The purpose of the blank program is to modify text-based data in a non-interactive way. It means that all the editing is made by predefined instructions and not by arbitrarily typing directly into a text displayed on the screen. In modern terms, blank can be understood as a template parser. Given a text as input, it places custom content at predefined positions or when it finds a match for a regular expression. Interesting. This is, I don't know this one. Text-based data. No. I feel like this is SED. S-E-D. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Good. I have a good intuition for that then. The jobs we have seen in previous sections were all attached to the session of the user who invoked them. This means that if the session is terminated, the jobs are gone. However, it is possible to detach jobs from sessions and have them run even after the session is closed. This is achieved with the ampersand command. Oh wait, no. This is no hang up. N-O-H-U-P. Yeah, ampersand makes them run in the background, but if you close your session, they'll still terminate. Closing your session terminates all processes associated with that session, even if they're running in the background, unless they're created with the no hang up command. But the other thing that's important to know about the no hang up command, N-O-H-U-P, is that you want it to be in the background usually, because then you get your terminal back. If it's in the foreground, then it just locks up your terminal, which is fine if you're using something like Screen and you're okay with giving up that space for it, but typically you'd want your prompt back to do further things. So you would do no HUP, then the command, and then the ampersand sign. But I got that one right. When it comes to process monitoring, two invaluable tools are top and PS. Top produces output dynamically. Top, TOP. We can get the best out of blank. We can get the best out of PS. The default configuration file for grub2 is /boot/grub.cfg. Display how long the system has been running. Uptime, UPTIME. Postix.2 regular expressions. This is grep. No, regex, REGEX. 7. In order to control the machine, the operating system's main component, the kernel, KERNEL. In most Linux distributions, VI, VI. Yep, abbreviation for visual. It's a interactive text editor. The blank command adds extra functions to the power off process. Shutdown. Search forward and backwards in normal VI mode. So it's / and it's question mark. Inside the blank.d directory, you can add files with additional repositories to be used by apt. So the answer is /etc /apt.sources.d. Nope. So it's /etsy/apt/sources.d. I think what I thought in my mind, whether I said it or not, was /etsy apt.sources.list. That is incorrect. So I'm gonna say I got it incorrect, regardless of what I actually said out loud. So move cursor up, down, left, and right in VI normal mode. So up is H, left is J, right is K, and down is, left is H, up is J, down is K, right is L. So, actually, no, I got that totally wrong. So left, oh no, I did got it right. Left is H. Oh no, but down is J. K is up. So I got this one wrong. All right, so that looks like a SHA-256. So the answer is SHA-256-SUM. Okay, so display memory usage. This is free, FREE. A paravirtualized guest. Special drivers known as guest drivers. Configure dynamic linker runtime binders, so it's ldconfig. Look up process ID based on name. It's pkill. Sorry, it's pgrep. I got it wrong. In VI normal mode, enter the insert mode before the current cursor position and at the beginning of the current line. Add a new line and enter the insert mode in the next line or the previous line. Enter the insert mode after, I don't know, it's complicated. So IOA. The blank command executes, so this is watch, WATCH. So this is regex, REGEX 7. Though not exactly the same, the answer is screen, SCREEN. A VI session was interrupted by an unexpected power failure. When reopening the file, Vi prompts the user if they want to recover the swap file, an automatic copy made by Vi. What should the user use to discard the swap file? So press blank. I'm going to go with Q. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this card. This card is kind of wonky. This card is a little bit wonky. Let's see how the AI answers it. I think the AI will say Q as well. Okay, so some kind of issue. I'm not logged in or something, or I'm having a internet moment. Probably having an internet moment. Alright, I kind of desperately need some sedentary time, so I'm going to take that. Alright, I don't know what the deal is with this card. I'm just going to, for now, say I got it wrong. The blank command that our previous type command traced for us will return nothing but the absolute location of a command. It's which, W-H-I-C-H. Alright, I got to get very sedentary here. Okay, so close and save in Vi normal mode. Write current contents over a pre-existing file named prev file. Quit Vi even though the latest changes have not been saved for this Vi call. So it's going to be colon WQ exclamation point. Okay, so we do need to do okay, so nope, this was incorrect. Okay, so left, down, up, and right. So it's H, J, K, and L. H, J, K, and L. Good. Send process. So this is pkill. P-K-I-L-L. Every normal process begins with a default nice value of 0, N-I-C-E. In Vi normal mode, okay, now it's tricky. So to enter insert mode before the current cursor position, it's I, and at the beginning of the current line. So it's going to be I don't know. Let's look at the answer. So it's IOA is the answer. So I, what it does is it enters insert mode before the current curve position. And at the beginning of the current line, which I don't think it does that. Maybe I'm surprised that I does that. I'm not aware of it doing that. The next one is add a new line and enter the insert mode in the next line or in the previous line. You do that with O. And then the last one is enter the insert mode after the current cursor position and at the end of the current line. You do that with A. I think. But I got that again. Local process ID based on name. That's going to be pgrep, P-G-R-E-P. Kill processes by name, kill all, K-I-L-L-A-L-L. In order to control the machine, the operating system's main component, the kernel, must be loaded by a program called a kernel by a bootloader. A bootloader loads the kernel, and then the kernel does things to load like the actual, the processes that kind of make up an operating system are managed by the kernel. So, but the bootloader is what loads the kernel. So indicate if the following statements, so this is tmux. streaming data through a chain of pipe commands. Two commands especially suited for, so grep, grep. Okay, a vi session. ZZ. So to paste in the current buffer, it's capital Z, capital Y, lowercase d, and then Y. So nope, I got that wrong. To help illustrate the number of lines displayed, we can pipe the output to the head command to the number command, number. Nope, number line, NL is the correct answer. The shell itself will run a default text editor, usually vi. Bash uses the session variables visual or blank to find out the default text editor. I don't know. Editor, editor, all in uppercase. The command blank can be used to change the priority of a running process. The command -p indicates the PID number of the target process. For example, nice, NICE. Oh, re-nice, got it wrong. Okay, so close and save file. Write current contents over a pre-existing file named. Yeah, these are kind of bad cards. So the answer is to close and save. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I don't even know. It looks like we got 3 different sections here. So to close and save in normal mode, it's capital Z. To write the current contents over a pre-existing file, it's :W exclamation point, and then to quit vi, even though latest changes have not been saved, is :Q exclamation point. All right. It is also possible to continuously monitor processes currently being managed by the Linux kernel program with TOP, T-O-P. There are 2 complementary programs to grep, egrep, E-G-R-E-P. All right, so the program fgrep, F-G-R-E-P. Okay, so this is IOE. I just remember what it is. And I got it wrong. It's IOA, not IOE. Okay, so blank command is used to blank a file. So sort, S-O-R-T. The standard utility for managing MBR partitions on Linux is, this was a good one. I'm going to say fdisk, F-D-I-S-C. I almost got it right, but it's FDISK, so I got that wrong. Inside the blank directory, so this is /etc/apt/sources.list. /etc/apt/sources.list. The PRI column indicates the static priority assigned by the kernel. Note, however, that the priority value displayed by PS. So a vi session was interrupted. But yeah, this is just a bad card. I should split these all into different cards or something, because I'm pretty sure you don't have to do all of this to discard the swap file. I wish I could use the AI, but I think the AI is down. It's having trouble that it's not conscious enough to figure out. Oh, yeah, here's the AI. So let's see what the AI says. Yeah. So I think this card needs to be fixed. Yeah, so this card needs to be erased, and I think it needs to be replaced with yeah, I think it needs to be replaced with these cards here. So I'm gonna edit this note, and I'm going to delete the note. So I'm going to do more, and I'm going to do delete card, delete note, and then I'm going to add some cards. So so I'll go to Notepad, and we'll make these into cards here. So the answer is so this one here. Press blah blah blah. So it's going to be D. All right. So next card. Blah blah blah. It's going to be P. Okay. Blah 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 is Y. Blah 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 is DD. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna have to be so it's gonna have to be in the Vi editor. Yeah, so it's got to be in this format here. Otherwise, it's just not a valid question, really. Okay, but this is DD. That looks good. So we've got one more card. Okay, in Vi normal mode. Yeah, it's got to be YY. All right, now let's go back through the history. So yeah, that's the most recent. So we got to go to the first one. That's here to discard. So it's going to be in the Vi normal mode. Okay. Yeah. So okay, this is it. This is it. Oh god. Okay. All right, and then this is P. So yeah, I just need to make these cards like actually make more sense, because in what it depends on what application you're in. Even Vim, Vim is another application besides Vi, so it's important to know which one it actually belongs to. Oh, and actually, I have to go back and do it one more time because I messed it up. Okay, so the shell itself will run a default text editor. So it's editor. EDITOR, all in uppercase. EDITOR, all in uppercase. The command blank can be used to change the priority of a running process. The command is renice, RENICE. And that's for a running process. Options are important as well. So the options -G and -U are used to modify all the processes of a specific user or group respectively. The option -P indicates the PID number of the target process. And then this is the value to renice it to. So I got that right. The purpose of the blank program is to modify text-based data in a non-interactive way. Ooh, interesting. I forgot. Ooh, it's SED. Got it. So close and save file in Vi normal mode. Okay, so we've got one, two, three things here. So to close and save it, it's Z. To write the current contents over a pre-existing file named prep file, it's :W ! And then to quit Vi, even though the latest changes have not been saved for this Vi call, it is :Q! So Z, :W! And :Q! Got it right. In Vi normal mode, enter the insert mode. So this is IOA. Yep, so what I does is it enters insert mode before the current cursor position and at the beginning of the current line. I guess. I don't remember it doing that, but this is what it says. And then O adds a new line and enters insert mode in the next line or the previous line. And then A enters the insert line. Okay. So let me see what the AI has to say about that. And this is another one I should really split into multiple cards. Okay, yeah, you know what? This is misinformation. So let's fix this because this should be 6 different things because to enter it at the beginning of the line, it is a capital I. So let's change this misinformation here. So we're gonna have a similar syntaxes here, and it's more cards to get through, but yeah. So we're gonna do this. So okay. So there we go. In the Vi normal mode, to enter insert mode before the press what? So you press I. I'll just take care of these and then I'll blank it out. Learning misinformation is bad. Don't do that in Anki, please. Do not memorize information so well that it's branded into your brain like a branding iron. Do that with true information, or at the very least information that you can use to do things like get a cert, whether it's actually true or not. All right, so now what I'm going to do is delete this card. And then I'm going to make new cards that are true. All right, there we go. So in most Linux distributions, VI. The standard utility for managing MBR partitions is fdisk with a K. FDISK. Yep, FDISK. Search forward and backwards in binormal mode. It's / and it's question mark. To help illustrate the number of lines displayed, we can pipe the output of the head command to the NL command. It stands for number of lines, but the command is NL. There we go. Postix.2 regular expressions are regex 7. Look up process ID based on name, pgrep, pgrep. Move the cursor left, down, up, right in binormal mode is H, J, K, and L. Yeah, so you can think of it like a compass. You start, so it's like west, south, north and west. I don't even remember. So in addition to the configuration files described above, the blank environment variable, so this is all capital letters, and it's ld_library_path. There are other commands that handle compressed files. One of the commands is bzcat, bzcat. Yep. The utility blank is the equivalent of fdisk when dealing with GPT partitioned disk. So I'm going to go with gdisk, Gdisk. Print the path to the current working directory, pwd. The program responsible for managing run levels and associated daemons is /sbin/init. Every run level may have many associated service files, usually scripts in the I'm going to go with /lib. So /lib/init dot dot unit /etc/init.d. Historically, hard disks on using the MBR in capital letters. Use the path to remove blank command. Use the blank command to delete the path variable. Typing blank path will erase the current path settings. Oh, I feel like I know this one. Unset, UNSET. GNU blank is a very powerful partition editor. So parted, PARTED. The UEFI. Yep. In general, secure servers don't have the same type, so we'll rely on host keys. Yep, SSH host keys. I got that right. Okay, so lists USB, ls USB. Change the priority of a running process. That's renice, RENICE. So the shell itself will run a default text editor, usually vi, every time it is necessary. So bash uses the session variables visual or editor, EDITOR, all in uppercase. The program responsible for managing run levels is /sbin/init. So usually, so every one level may have associated service files, usually scripts in the /etc/init.d directory. Yep. Okay, so, this one's an easy one. So it's capital Z, capital Z. then it's colon W exclamation point, and then it's colon Q exclamation point. Yep. So the utility gdisk is the equivalent of fdisk when dealing with GPT partition disks. So gdisk. The standard utility for managing MBR partitions on Linux is fdisk. Fdisk. All right, so GNU Parted, Parted, is a very powerful partition editor, hence the name, that can be used to create, delete, move, resize, rescue, and copy partitions. It can work with both GPT and MBR disks and cover almost all of your disk management needs. There are many graphical front ends that make working with Parted, Parted, much easier, like gparted or for GNOME-based desktop environments, and the KDE Partition Manager for KDE desktops. However, you should learn how to use Parted, Parted, on the command line, since in a server setting you can never count on a graphical desktop environment being available. Got it. All right, so let's see how much time is on the clock. Hey, not even an hour. You've got right through it. So that's it for this. Hopefully, I see a concerning thing here. Oh, and my sedentary time's over. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.